Since many people asked for it, and I'm excited to share too, this is going to be the first of many episodes, I guess, of the build out for the new office space, the new studio, workout area, and more. So I'm going to show you where the starting point is and kind of show you progress along the way as I'm going. I'll make a series about this in case anybody's ever interested in checking this thing out. I will definitely have a playlist started, and there will be links in the description below for that playlist in case I'm already done and this is the first time you're just checking these videos out to see how the studio was built. Welcome. So first, quick little tour. It's a, I don't know, let's see, 28, I believe, by 30, 25 by 30 building that was already here on the property. It already is really, really well overbuilt, but there's been nothing in it. We ran electric to the property. I roughed in the electric and pretty much did everything. I've already got a switch on this side, which is more of just the storage area. You can finally see some archery equipment coming in the back there. There's also a blank bale kind of stuffed way back there. So some archery stuff has made its way, and yeah, this is just kind of the preliminary workspace. Everything's jammed into this half because over here is empty, and that's where the studio, the archery stuff's going to go. We've got our man door right here coming in, and straight in the back is where I'm going to have the studio over there on this this left side here. It'll be super nice cabinets that I ordered that should be here soon, hopefully, so I can finally have place to store all of my equipment and finally have the ability for it to be organized and set in its place, and everything has its place, so that way when I need a tool, I just grab it and go for it, and you guys will benefit from it too, because it'll be a lot easier for me to grab the stuff that I need. I'll have different cameras set up over the bench. I'm gonna bump the ceiling height up and have an overhead camera and some other things like that, so you can see the stuff that I'm talking about a lot better, like form and technical, and I can do better reviews that way as well. Finally, I get to have a place to put everything, so I'm super excited about that. Next to it, there's gonna be a small little wall with like this basically 3 foot over here in the corner. I'm gonna have just a bathroom, basically a toilet and a sink, just to have an extra. You can never have too many of those around. And then out from that, in this middle section, we'll have the squat rack set up, so Heather and I can get back to working out. It's super important for our mental health and physical health to be able to work out whenever we would like, and having the ability to do it here at home. Super important. In the corner over there, probably we'll be putting an infrared sauna that I got back from the 2012 games, I believe. USA Archery had a thing that was called the Men's Excellence Program, and we had some extra money, and I bought an infrared sauna, and I also bought that squat rack, so we could get some more benefits to the funding that we were receiving from the USOC, from the performance that we've had in the years past. So super excited about that. And actually, no, that was for 2016, not 2012. I get dates mixed up. But yeah, so gonna cut a couple windows on the left side of the door, maybe another one over there on the other side of the door, and some on either side of the squat rack that's gonna go here. I won't have any windows in the back because I need that space for the studio area, and then I'll probably have some sort of a table or some sort of desk here, basically, so I can have my computer set up with the computer screen facing this way for the same purpose of running lives, being able to kind of just show you guys what I'm doing, maybe open up some bows, set up some equipment, play with some things live, build arrows, things like that. Also, it'll really help my video coaching reviews too, because I'll have a lot more cameras set up, so I can give much more as far as detailed feedback as to what I'm doing and how you can do better. So if you're interested too in checking out what I do for video coaching reviews, basically you submit me you shooting a bunch of questions, I review you, review it, give you the feedback and how to implement that, and hopefully you see benefits from it. Lots of people have used it. If you're interested in checking more info out on that, I'll have links in the description below, and I'll put a card at the top up there to my website, jkaminski.com, for you to check that out. But super excited. So today, what I'm doing is, you can see these, I guess, rafters. They're actually not really doing anything. It looks like they might be, or might have been, supporting the roof, but there's a couple missing and a couple not even nailed down that are just kind of sitting there. And I think what it was somebody was just storing stuff, in an area, because they've got supports that go up to the roof, to the main support structure, and it just kind of, I think it's just a support to hold stuff. So we've been storing some extra stuff here from roughing in water and PVC pipe and the sewer drain and things like that. And as you can tell, it's very dark in here. No lights yet. No power on this side other than the feed for the RV back in the corner right there until we get the house built. So what was in here? It was nasty. As you can see, stains on the floor. There was a stove here that was infested with mice and rats and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's not the cleanest, and lots of spider webs. General, I think they're called house spiders down here, little black spiders. Not too many wolf spiders in here because I don't like them, luckily. Happy that that's gone. So what I got to do is I got to pull basically this half of the roof off, not the roof, but the support structure here, so I can bump the ceiling height up, because right now to this piece of wood, which I can touch if I just get on my toes, it's just under 8 foot. And 8 foot is kind of like a bare minimum as far as being able to draw back an Olympic style recurve, at least for me. So I'm gonna bump it up probably a good foot over the studio area so I can do some more shooting. So when I do like speed tests, things like that, and I'm shooting through a chronograph, it'll be indoors in the same place at the same space. So it's super consistent. So that's just a quick breakdown. And as I'm going along, I'll show you some things that I'm doing, talk about some things that I'm excited about, and just run some time lapses, and you'll see the progress happen in real time. Well, I guess sped up time. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. All right, well, progress. All the roof rafters are gone. Way better, way cleaner, way bigger, so much nicer. I'm happy with it. It's tricky because this sidewall is like 7 foot 6 inches. So it's very difficult to figure out how I'm going to put the sidewall in here, because I want to just use standard 2x4s. I saved all the ones that I pulled down, plus from some projects in the past that I've pulled down. I have a stack of them here, and the stack that I pulled down over here. So I got a lot of wood to work with, luckily, that I haven't had to pay for. Prices are outrageous right now. As usual, wood's come down a little bit though, so I'm happy about that. But anyway, it's gonna be like 7 foot 6 or so on this side, and somehow I'm gonna bump it up at an angle or something to get back to the standard 8 foot height for the remaining around the office, like, back behind me over there, and on the wall that's gonna divide the two sides. So, and then the bathroom will be here, so it'll be, bumped up in the bathroom to 8 foot, but then outside the bathroom, and probably for a good 10-12 feet from the wall that the cabinets will be on, I'm gonna bump it to like at least 9 foot, maybe 10 foot probably, just because then sheets of drywall and stuff are easy to get, and they just fit right in place, because you can get 10 foot pieces, and it just be easier to work with, a lot less hassle when you don't have oddball cuts to work with. So I try to keep it as simple as possible, obviously, Same thing with the 2x4s. You know, you can get 10 footers easily, but I'm sure I probably have a stack of some 10 footers laying around, or at least I can cut some to 10 foot now. So once that's done, then I'm gonna, you know, do the ceiling obviously and kind of tie back into what's existing for that side, so that way above the office, so we still have some storage area, because it's always nice to have extra storage. But first, I think what I need to do is I need to get the windows that I'm going to put in, so that way I can get the rough openings in the places that I want without disturbing the 4x4s here, because this thing was way overbuilt, this barn. There's 4x4s every 24 on center, which is really overbuilt. That's sunk into the concrete floor. And something actually pretty cool that was found, a bit of an artifact. It's right here. A bit of an artifact that I found, actually that my wife found. I was going to be burning this 1978. So this building's been around for a while, and it's in surprisingly good shape. Supposedly a branch fell through the roof, a large branch, live oak branch, came through the roof, and I can see there's some water damage a little bit up there. It's not too bad. Nothing's really actually rotten, so I'm happy with that. It's got a new roof on it. Unfortunately, they didn't put plywood underneath it, so it's very loud when the acorns are falling. But once I have everything insulated and, you know, good to go, we won't hear it in here once we're recording and stuff, so I'm not worried about that. But the most challenging part for me is to adapt this 7.5 foot wall to still support the rafters that go overhead, that still is solid. Yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge, but I'll make it work. I'll figure it out. Anyway, good progress, swept up, picked up, and yeah, I'm really happy with it so far, and I'm here. It's much cleaner, much bigger. I'm really excited. So next I got to get windows. I'll probably get a door, because I want an exterior door rather, just like this one, a steel one, because they're insulated. So it's going to go in this area that separates the two halves of the shop, because that's really the main man door entrance right here. The barn door entrance is not accessible from the outside, only through in here. So yeah, so far so good. Let me know if you like what you see so far. Have any suggestions? Let me know. Cabinets are on the way, and I'm just going to keep plugging away, and hopefully I'll get there sooner than later.